What's up, guys? Back with another video. This one's going to be a little different. I'm going to be making more videos like this because I feel like there's already so many videos on YouTube, Instagram about just dieting and exercise. So I want to kind of take a different approach and start making videos like this because I don't think a lot of people are talking about this stuff. So this one is going to be on why men grieve differently and why staying strong is making it worse. This is going to be what nobody has taught you about grief and why, if you're going through grief right now, if you're going through loss, if you're going through a breakup, someone passed away, you lost your job, this is going to be why it is destroying you silently. The hard truth is that men don't grieve less. They grieve alone, and that silence is what breaks them. Women are more inclined to seek help, and that is why grief is so hard on men. It doesn't disappear when you suppress it, it goes underground, and it comes out as anger, addiction, isolation, and burnout. And that is why so many men feel helpless. That's why men's suicide rates are higher. That is why, a lot of men just don't speak about their problems. They don't speak about their grief. They're supposed to just, you're taught as a man, it's just a societal norm to bottle it up, be a man, keep it away. But in reality, this is just a ticking fucking time bomb. So here's how men grieve differently. There's three differences in male grief. Number one, you choose action over emotion. Men are conditioned to fix problems, not feel them. You encounter a problem, you're just, okay, how am I solving this problem? Not really feeling it out, thinking fully through it. It's fast, I need to get this problem solved. Grief can't be fixed though. And that disconnect creates shame in a man. Number two, isolation instinct. Men always seem to withdraw. Women are the ones, like I said previously, are the ones to reach out to seek help. Isolation feels like strength to men, but it cuts off the exact connection that heals you. And number three, you mask it as anger. Sadness in men almost always looks like rage first. Anger is acceptable as a man. It's like you fight, you do, it's men are men. Grief is not. So men are always going to choose that anger. You're always going to choose the thing that is going to make you seem like more of a man. And none of this is weakness. All of it is just conditioning. And conditioning can change. And we've learned that in psychology. Why staying strong always backfires. This is what suppressed grief does to your body and mind. Number one, your cortisol stays elevated. So unexpected grief keeps your nervous system in fight or flight. That chronic stress hormone destroys your sleep, your immunity, and your focus. So it's basically just fucking everything up for you. Your sleep is ruined. You are probably going to get sick more because your immunity is down and you cannot go to work, do anything because you're just so unfocused. Number two, your emotions do not disappear. They get stored in your body, your habits, your relationships. Suppression delays the pain and compounds it with interest. So as you are storing this pain up, it's snowballing and snowballing, and you just become this ticking time bomb where it all comes out at once. Number three, it comes out sideways. Unexpressed grief leaks out as rage at small things, detachment from the people that you love, and a numbness that you just cannot explain. And it sucks. Being numb like that does suck. And I've been there before. Number four, the isolation trap deepens. The more that you suppress, the more you pull away. The more you pull away, the harder it gets to let anyone back in. So you have a hard time creating new relationships, salvaging old relationships, and pretty much every single one of them will suffer. This is the male grief cycle, what it actually looks like for a man. Stage one is shock and denial. It's numbness, going through the motions, telling everyone you're fine. It's the brain's first defense. Stage two is anger and action. You get rage at the situation. You're pissed off. You're overworking. You're overtraining. You're staying too busy to feel anything. You're just doing whatever you can to numb it. Stage three is bargaining, the what if spiral, replaying moments in your head, trying to find what you could have done differently. Number four is withdrawal. You're pulling away, you're dropping out of all social life, the dangerous stage where isolation feels like relief, but it's not. It's just making it worse. And stage five is integration, not moving on, moving forward, carrying the loss as part of who you are, not all of who you are. These are the lies that men are told about grief. Which of these do you believe? Because I know I believed them for the longest time. And I believe it took me until actually losing my mother that I realized all this was fucking bullshit. I've had grief before. I've lost grandparents, um, gone through a bunch of shit. But I really think that it took losing my mother and really feeling that shit to believe that all of these are a lie. So the first one is you need to be strong for everyone else. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Processing your grief first is not selfish, it's necessary. And this is kind of what I did when my mom first passed away. I didn't give a fuck about anyone else. I knew that I had to do what was right for me. So I kind of blocked everyone out. I didn't isolate because I was still integrating into social stuff. But when it was time for me to be me and do what I needed to do, everyone knew that that was what I was doing and what I needed to do. Number two, time heals everything. Time alone does not heal anything. What you do with the time determines whether you heal or just numb it out. Number three, man up and move on. And this is the worst one. Grief that's rushed becomes grief that's buried. Buried grief controls you from below the surface. You're always going to be thinking about it. If you don't face the problem head on, it's always going to be there. Four, talking about it makes it worse. That is just so untrue. I was going to therapy like after my mom passed away, and it just made it so much better because having someone who is objective, it's not a friend, it's not a family member who is not judging you, is the best thing that you can do. Naming your pain reduces its power. Silence gives grief permission to run your life unchecked. And the last one is you should be over it by now. Take as long as you need to get over it, as whatever it is you need to get over. It's your brain is wired differently than everyone else's. No one is the same. Grief has no timeline. Anyone who tells you otherwise has never really lost something super irreplaceable. They'll say they have, but they don't fucking know what it's like. This is the mindset shift that you must have. It's the surviving grief versus processing grief. It's two totally different things. Anyone can just survive, but you really need to process it in order to get through. So, on the surviving mindset side, you're saying, I can't let people see me fall apart. But if you're processing, you're letting it out, is how I hold it together. Don't be ashamed to let your fucking shit out. Don't be ashamed to cry. Everyone does it. There's just people who don't show it because for some reason they're embarrassed to feel or show human emotion, which is psychotic. Surviving mindset, I just need to stay busy, versus the processing mindset, I need to feel it and move through it. You actually need to feel the problem, face the problem, sit with it, and that is how you move through it. Surviving mindset, crying is weakness. It's not weakness. It's not. I mean, you should cry. You definitely should cry. Versus processing mindset, tears are just grief leaving the body, and that is what it is, 100%. You could have happy tears, but tears are grief leaving the body. Survive mindset. I have to hold it together. A lot of people think this way. I have to hold it together for the people around me. Why? You don't. You don't at all. Versus the processing mindset. Falling apart is just the first step to rebuilding. When you fall apart, that gives you a baseline to just go up. So let yourself fall apart. So in all of these videos, I want to do a little 7-day challenge, just because I think that it helps. So with this video, I want you to start opening up this week. So days 1 through 2, write down 3 emotions you've been avoiding. Don't analyze them, just name them. 3 emotions: sad, angry, disrespected, whatever it may be. Day 3, tell one person you trust something true about how you're actually feeling. 1 sentence. I don't care who the fuck it is. Just find someone. You have to have someone that you trust. If you don't, you need to maybe start there. Day 4, do something physical. Train, walk, or run. Notice what emotions come up when your body moves. I had a conversation about this with one of my clients today, because he's kind of injured, and he said, wow, like I didn't realize how much emotion leaves my body when I actually go to the gym. So we had to resort to journaling because he's been in bed. Day 5, put your phone down for 1 hour tonight. Sit with whatever comes up. Don't escape it. I used to do this a lot. I would just put my phone down and just stare at the ceiling and just think and just let myself feel what I was feeling. Day 6, write a letter to who or what you lost. You don't have to send it. You just have to write it. So obviously you're not going to send a letter to someone that passed away. They're not going to fucking get it. But I mean, just use a journal. I do that all the time. It's good to try and talk to or about whatever it is in a journal. And day 7, ask yourself, what kind of man do I want to see or be on the other side of this? And write that answer down. It can be physical, mental, doesn't matter. For me, it was physical at first, but as the time went on, I noticed that it was definitely, my mental transformation was way, way more significant, even though my physical was great. And this is the end, but I want you to remember this. Strength isn't silence, it's honesty. Be honest. There's no reason not to be, um, especially when it comes to grief. If you're feeling some type of way, let it out, because the longer you don't, the worse you're going to fucking feel. The bravest thing that you can do is let yourself feel it. Let others know that you're feeling it so they can help you too. Because, like, when you admit that you need help is the start of a new beginning. And that new beginning could just be something that you never thought before. Something great. So if you don't have someone that you can talk to, book a free consultation with me or just DM me. I don't care. I answer all my DMs, and I'd love to talk to you and help you through whatever it is you are going through. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.